Good morning, all of you, in YouTube land and wherever you're watching this. It's me again. It's Kanshiro Shino Kyofu. Real name's Klikoyan, but anyways, you probably noticed that some of my videos I've had talked about was that drawing of anime and manga and stuff like that, and also that right now I'm working on a new project, on a new comic book, as it were, and I feel that in December I will actually have enough money to do what I gotta do. But no matter what, even if I do or don't for printing purposes, I'm still going to do is put it on the internet. I found a site that so far it looks like it's the best choice for me. That they will do is simply fix it up so that it can show you from frame to frame, panel to panel, actually, on page to page, on how to read it and stuff like that. You know, but I think it's all the program that they use is only for Western comic books, which most of mine is actually more of Japanese style or Eastern style of reading the comic books. In other words, from the right to left method, upper right to lower left, and you turn the pages from which it would be considered, doing it backwards instead of forwards. But either way, even in Japan, they consider how we do it as backwards. So you're always going from right to left instead of left to right. Because the panels, west goes from left to right, upper left to lower right. Across. But either way, a new project. So far, the working title is Middle School Syndrome, or in Japanese it would be Junibyo. So the story doesn't really per se on that, but it doesn't, because all the characters in my story don't actually have Junibyo. There is some characters that do. So, there is one particular character right now. I didn't bother to actually write this character's name because I don't know what to call her yet. I just written as, just put in my notes, Junibyo girl. So this person, she's always been considered that she has Junibyo, but her ability in this world that I created is that she can see people that are like, magic girls and whatever, but she sees them how they really are. Not, like everybody else when they're not in their costume or whatever, they do their magical transformation. They look like a normal person. But she sees past that, like, it kind of flickers back and forth between the real and the other real selves. So it's like she sees their abilities and knows kind of who they really are. Like basically, she would, if she was in Superman's universe, she would look at Clark Kent, but yet she would see the S on the outside of his shirt, like glow, and it would be like highlighted that, like a ghost image of Superman over him, goes back and forth. But yeah. Alright, so far, within the first volume, you have is two characters that I was working on. One character is a magic girl, and that character's mother, I haven't really worked on that person's name yet, so but the mother knows of this person's identity. I don't really want to tell you too much about this person, of how their transformation, because it kind of gives it away, but it's going to be funny and it's going to be interesting. I don't want it to be just a comedy, but yeah. Right now, I'm still working on character designs. I have the designs in my head, what I want and the style. So I'm also kind of working out like certain pages. They're like really too complicated of how it is because when I see it in my head of the story, it's more of an animation. I see how it is animated, so I'm trying to pick the right camera's angles for to be laid out as a page correctly. So here's one page that was giving me trouble, and some of the panels I kept on redrawing over and over and over, trying to say, should I do it this way or that way? But here it is so far. All right. This character here, her first name was originally Momo. Then I changed it to Momoko because it sounded better. She likes a girl. She doesn't. She like. No, she's not bi or lesbian. Excuse me. She likes this boy named Takahashi. I haven't figured out what's his first name, so maybe I will come up with that. I'm still working on different names. Anyways, the characters live in Japan. I figured, screw it, but it is Japan. So Momoko, her powers in the first volume, in the very beginning, the first main character it starts out with ends up going to rescue Momoko. By accident, didn't know that she was abducted by this one particular villain. And I'm not going to tell you too much of this villain because you're going to find out more. So this villain was abducted Momoko. Momoko doesn't even know of her abilities, but when it strikes her of the fear, and then all of a sudden she ends up with her powers unleashed, as it were, release out, and she ends up pretty much rescuing herself, but with also the help of the first main character, which never made the character's name yet, or their secret identity's name yet. So they kind of end up fighting the bad guy, but the bad guy gets away. And Momoko's identity is revealed to this first character, and the first character will not tell Momoko who they really are on purpose. Because it's really strange is the first character and Momoko go to the same school, and they're in the same classroom. Boom, boom, boom. It's just a simple, plot device that, if you notice, like a lot of the shoujo anime, most, same thing with superhero characters or whatever. Within anime and manga, especially in Japan, they rather put all of their hero characters all in one classroom. Reason why? It's just easier to contain all their separate little stories as one area. So it's easy for argument's sake, for the interaction with each other within their classroom and stuff like that. How I got around this story? Well, first of all, I was always interested in shoujo, shonen, and also magical series, and did a romance thing. Yeah, a whole mess of different forms of genres of manga and anime. That's kind of where it came about, and plus, there was this TV show that a long time ago that I started watching, and also before that, I read some parts of the manga. The first time I saw it was all in Japanese. Anyways, this one was called Chinobio. It has a longer title, but it's still, Chinobio. Chinobio, blah, 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 blah. Can't remember it. It was a long time ago. I didn't actually bother to look it all up. Well, in this series that I reference it more or less, got the idea from, is where the characters all are in high school, and they have, pretty much, they still have Chinobio. of their past Chernobyl experience and stuff, and they're in a group that pretty much all of them have Chernobyl. It's a romance comedy, and it goes in between the fantasy realm of these people's heads of who they are, thinking they have superpowers in real life. Well, in mine, it's they have superpowers. It's like they're in a world where they don't believe there is superpowers. People have superpowers. They think, Chernobyl. But there are people that really do have superpowers, but they have to hide the fact because they don't really know. All they have to do is they relate everything pretty much to anime that they know of or manga. There is no definitive real rules. That's kind of where the realm of my thing. So, it's going to be action adventure. I hope to do is get at least the $500 funding for this through Indiegogo. All the information on that, the links to it will be at the bottom, and it will launch in November 13th. Right now, it's not up yet, but when it is, it'll be all set up and all this. So in case if you're watching this before or later, whatnot, you'll find out. Yeah. Till then, see you around. Oh, one more thing about the project. Even if I don't make the money or not, I'm still going to do this, like I said before. And during the running of the campaign, I am going to do is continue updating, putting videos and photos and stuff, and showing what I've been doing on a weekly basis. I'm going to try to keep it at least, information coming each week. Hopefully Monday or Wednesday or even a Friday. I'd rather have it in the beginning of the week. So it gives you an idea. This is what I am doing, and this is how it's progressing. Even after the funding stopped, like let's say I didn't reach it, or even if I did, but the campaign ended, I'm still going to do is update the pages of information, even on YouTube, of what I'm doing. Because I want to do is document what I'm doing, including whatever mistakes I've made. Because I've made mistakes before, and I've learned from them. I figured this time around I could avoid the pitfalls, but also show you how things are progressing for me, and how to do is to do your own comics. Because I want to do is not just have this as an ebook, but I figured out that with this one particular site, which is Comixology, that's where I'm going to put it. If they do accept it and it goes through, then I would be able to sell it for volumes. Plus, all I'll do is break it up into separate issues. And I hope it all works out for me. So, yeah, that's kind of it for now. So, if you want to see more, just subscribe, like this video, I guess. I really don't care. It's really up to you. But if you're interested, I suggest at least watching my videos or anybody else's that's doing similar things, so that you avoid the pitfalls that we run into. And I hope that the videos that I have that on this subject or whatever other subjects that I do have, it does help you. And I hope these set of videos that I'm going to do, continuing with this project, this manga project, this middle school syndrome project, there, hope it works out. Okay. Thank you for your patrons. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.